little bit of experience, but nothing particularly impressive. The French do seem to have consolidated a little bit. And I think the Russians are pushing... No, this is pretty much a complete stalemate. No, the Russians are pushing up here. However, they're losing Crimea. Ah! Oh no, that's the province I wanted. Can you take that for me? Thank you. Netherlands joined the Entente, so Japan is now at war with the Entente. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Cut off Norway. Ah! No, I don't. However, Germany did just do a successful naval invasion just south of Stavanger. So that's good. Were the market liberals in the unity government? No. I was saying the wrong people. I do really wonder if the market liberals would have won the election had we chosen the Conservatives. I reckon probably. So what am I short on? Infantry equipment. For the first time. Modern naval tactics. Wolves of the Baltic. 100% research speed for submarine models and then 2 naval dockyards, so we could get tier 4 submarines cheaper. The Baltic Sea was once our would-be mare internum. Perhaps we can regain some of that dominance by investing in submarine vessels capable of disrupting the seas. Okay, so decision time. Trade interdiction would be purely submarines. We would have no way of defending our own stuff. Although, with the Entente being in the war against Britain so early, German Navy and Entente Navy probably kicked the living snot out of the British Navy. So the need to protect my own fleet is probably not as high. And we have been... Oh, that was Middle Africa, not Germany. Okay. But we have been investing in submarines. And we've invested in destroyers too, to be fair. Because we did get all of these technologies. I think fleet and being. But what we'll probably do is fleet and being, but then focus the submarine path first. Let's do that. So we go down this path. Cool. Decision made. Yes, you're right. Middle Africa. Good, you took that spot. So I'm going to go ahead and just build a supply depot right there, which hopefully will supply this entire northern push until we can get to Norland. Callocane released. Callocane is a novel written by the ever-busy Curran Boy. It takes place in a dystopian fictive nation where criticizing the state is strictly illegal and the state controls every single part of your life. It reflects on men and women, the class issues and the conflicts that arise from these issues. It is, ultimately, a depressing read. It takes brutal stabs at any totalitarian regimes, left or right. That sounds a lot like 1984. How dare she mock the strong, glorious state of Sweden? Or a fascinating and disturbing read. Alright, get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. What do you think we should do? Do we find this fascinating? Or are we frothing at the mouth saying that they must censor it? Yeah, the outdated things are ships. Which are very nearly complete, so I ain't going to cancel them. They have like a month of construction to go or something crazy. But the reason they're taking so long is because all of my shipyards are currently involved in repairs. Oh, not a lot of love towards the censors this time around. Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. What ideology are we? We were market liberal, but now we're unity government, which is social conservative and social democrat united. Wow. Ninja Dropout contributing 8,000 channel points there. Thank you very much for that. And this was completely bought. Alright, so fascinating, disturbing read would have dropped Auth Dem, Totalism, National Populism, Paternal Autocracy, but given us political power. Or we just lose political power. Censorship is never the right option. Ever. In Sweden. Alright, so let's go and get some more fuel refined. Actually, nah, fuel supplies are good. Transports, maybe? No, artillery. Oh man, we don't even have the 1940 artillery yet. Mistake! Or the AA. And I think we're producing AA, aren't we? Yeah. Mistakes were made. Wow. That's a Okay. Amadeo I has announced the Sardinian nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the occupying Italian forces, committing travesties throughout the country. However, Sardinia just took Italy instead. They're fine. Oh, we're actually back into production now. Netherlands called Dutch East Indies our ally in the Dutch-British War. Our ally? Yeah, not our ally. They just entered the war in proper... Wait, is Russia at war with the Entente? Shouldn't be. No. Okay, we're starting to get some stuff from the Irish, so let's just go and block those off so we don't try to ship things through them. Take the slightly safer routes instead. These things take so bloody long. Oh, 11,000 manpower. Have we finally done it? No. And that's 3.6, so I don't think we're going to get that much more. Recon Company 2s. Right, military police, that's another thing we do need to research. And speaking of... upgrades, we can add recon to our divisions. Oh man, we need to make a decision. Actually, do we? What's the air situation like? Not great. So do we go for the engineers or do we go for recon? I think probably engineers. Yeah, let's do engineers. That's especially true for the Jaegers. Oh, they already have engineers. So these guys need the support AA. That's what they're lacking. Okie dokie. When all is said and done, I'm not going to need that supply depot. Maybe I will. These units are looking kind of weak. The attacks into Norway are a lot more successful, but I think that's just because of how close to Oslo we are. Don't you have a supply hub production speed as a decision? No, that's railways. Oh, decision. Yes, we do. Sure. Here we go. We're now building the old ships. We're getting quite close to those resource fields that we've missed so much. Still need to get those back though. And yes, still need to research radio. The reason I haven't until now is because I was using the 100% research bonuses on the computing machine. But now I could. That's a good point. Let's do that here first. Yeah, France is in trouble. France is in definite trouble. Look how close these all are still. Which one is this? I think it's this one. Yeah. Not looking too hot. And Baltic Duchy... no change really. If and when we do... oh no, we would still need to take out Britain unless there's another piece with honour. That's a lot of convoys you're sinking. I'm going to have a lot to lose. It's fine. Stop attacking, spread out, defend these lines, and we're going to concentrate the purples on going after Bergen. I can't join them because they're fighting. Wolves of the Baltic. Air Force Summit. I wonder which direction I'll go, considering. Regrettably, we cannot afford to maintain both a navy and an air force of world class. A definitive decision must be made of the navy and the air force, or the air force will be made the main branch of Sweden's military, along with the land army, and which will be relegated to a side role in supporting the other. I wonder which one it will be. Oh, for Pete's sake, you're fighting again. There you go. 4 destroyers, not too shabby. Let's make both of my fleets convoy raiding, just so we can make sure that nothing gets through here. I don't think they should have enough big fleets left to actually tackle us. We could get ahead of time here for another 10%. You know what? I'm going to do it. Okay, now we definitely have enough manpower surplus. Oh, and I can go extensive or I can go war economy. Decisions. We have surplus manpower. It's fine. Let's go war economy. Especially now that we generate so much political power. We're a lot quicker. Thank goodness we have decent cold acclimatization, thanks to our main man, the Winter Specialist. And also our bonuses fighting in hills and mountains. Let's say go ahead and attack. If you see an opportunity, take it. What should we call our advanced submarine? I mean, in 1940, it's accurate. Sorry, Sweden. Love you really. Any attacks? Yes, we are moving forwards. Good. Successfully too. Kind of. Did that supply hub ever get built? I mean, it's getting done pretty quickly. Venezuela was annexed. That was just a matter of time. How's this going? Still pretty well. Catching a lot of convoys. That's more like it. Because what I really want to do is cut off supply to the British and French forces in Norway. Because A, they don't get reinforcements, and B, they don't get supply, because their units are less powerful. Chile joined the Third Internationale. That was poorly timed there, Chile. Although they are holding. Crimea, meanwhile, has fallen to the Germans, and Germany is starting to push into Russia a little bit. Not very much, but a little. What are the losses like? 2.7 million to 3.5. This is actually a relatively low casualty war. So, well, 1940, maybe not. Speed 4. What happened to Ukraine and Lithuania? Ukraine had a civil war, which Russia and Germany then carved up between them. Yeah, Ukraine went syndicalist, and then both Russia and Germany went no and carved it. Lithuania broke free from the United Baltic Duchy and then puppeted. Legation cities join the Reichspact. Oh, so if Japan declares war on the legation cities, which they might, That's going to call us into that war. That's interesting. At which point, Japan will then be at war with the Entente and the Reichspakt. We have spare factories! Let's get rid of all the old model ships. So if Bergen falls, will Norway fall? No, I think I need to take Trondheim too. And there it is, the Air Force Summit. The Swedish economy is unable to fulfill the demands recently presented by the Navy and the Air Force. The Navy is large, but most of the ships are old and in need of replacement. The Naval Board wishes to build new armoured ships in addition to modern escorts and submarines. The goal is threefold. The Navy must be able to protect Sweden's own coast, control the Baltic Sea, and protect power. Although it's only been suggested, it is clear that the marine management is thinking of Åland, Finland, and the Baltics. Now, at the same time, the Swedish Air Force has presented plans for drastically expanding the service. The Swedish Air Force has proposed drastically expanding the service. Sweden could have a large air force consisting of modern, indigenous designs. It is clear that the Swedish economy cannot support the development of both a modern navy and a modern air force. Both military leaders and ministers have demanded the government make a decision which service should receive priority in the future. So, navy investments means 10% cheaper capital ship screens and subs. Or Air Force, 10% cheaper fighters, close air support, and medium bombers. I wonder which one I'll choose. Maybe I'll let chat choose. I think I'm going to let chat choose. I'm not going to let chat choose. We have opted to give the priority to the Navy, which has proudly served Sweden in the past and will continue to allow us to defend, and in the future perhaps dominate, our part of the Baltic Sea. That's a hench lend-lease. 135 convoys. You know, chat would vote tanks somehow. You're not wrong. We're getting a lot of their shipping here. A lot of their shipping. To the point where I think I might actually... It's already concentrated to just that. Let's turn you off of there, concentrate just on the coastline. Looks like Bergen's already under attack. 4% participation. That is the third highest behind Austria and Germany. I have as many factories as German East Asia. That kind of just shows you how strong German East Asia is, to be fair. More factories in Middle Africa. More factories in Flanders, Wallonia. But less than Austria. Here it is, the final attack on Bergen. Go. Boom. So now I'm going to say I want you lot pushing up to here. You're responsible for Norway, you're responsible for Sweden. Go. Right, new research. I think that this is going to be the 20mm Luvakan, which will upgrade my AA. And we have a doctrine for the Navy, so we're going to go for the submarine operations. Get our subs more effective. Though at the moment our surface fleet is doing pretty darn well. You still don't have Seawolf. Did we ever... Yes, we finished the hub, so we now have actually got a source of supply up here. It's still struggling, actually. I think that's because the railway's only level 2. Well, let's upgrade the railway then. As a matter of some priority. Oh no, it's using less than the 20 required. You know what, sod that. Oh, hello. That was a good win against Norway. 7 destroyers, 1 battleship, 3 heavy cruisers. That's because their screens were looking rather pitiful. Now, do we have a surplus of artillery and support equipment? Support equipment, yes. Artillery, not so much. And let's start making some regular guns again. Oh, Bergen was taken by the Entente. That's cheeky. Edholm is very close to getting infantry leader. That would be good. There's the Navy superiority, supremacy, whatever. So we can do the Baltic battle cruisers, which gives us research bonus for heavy cruisers and battleships. And adds Admiral Tam's plan, which gives naval speed. Ooh. We should invest in a Panzerskep battlecruisers to secure our presence in the sea that surrounds our home. These larger ships will ensure we remain a force to be reckoned with in the future. Also gives me free shipyards, most importantly. Why don't you like railway? Because all railway does is increase the size of the hub it connects to. Railway on its own does nothing, so if you have no hub over here, and railway just disappearing into nothingness, no effect whatsoever. Because apparently, generals don't know how to just send a train, drop off supplies at a certain point, and send the train back home again. It has to end in a hub, otherwise it does nothing. So it would kind of make sense if you had like a railway going up to here, then that railway would lead to more supply. No, there's no hub, no effect. And speaking of hubs, much better effect is just upgrading infrastructure, because infrastructure spreads supply to everything in that state. Panzerskep, Panzer, skip, Panzer. You can't escape. See, chat voted for tanks. Somehow. Ooh, that's a surround. Helvetic Commune has capitulated. There goes Switzerland. I think France is not going to be too far behind. And then it's going to be down to the Union of Britain to fight alone. Stop bombing my stuff! Why are you going that way when I told you that side with the line going north? Whatever. Not going to question it. Meanwhile, the brave Lulia defenders are still there. They held off the Russian invasion the whole time. Okay, those guys are getting really annoying. Is there a way of stopping that? Oops. It is not a focus tree. It is not a decision. Oh, co-prosperity, right. I was thinking that was the Third Internationale. I was like, Princely Federation joined the Third Internationale? What? But no, Dominion of India is Entente, Princely Federation is co-pro, these two are at war. Baratia may survive because of that. Oops, accept. There's the radio. Don't care about radar detection. I do, however, care about 1940 support kits. Let's get that. And how is the ship production going? Right, we're just working on the submarines now. Let's upgrade the artillery. So everyone has the biggest guns possible. Oh, that's a nice round. Ooh, French tanks. That's a very nice round. So then what do the different rail levels do? So here you can see that this supply hub is 1 out of 20. 20 is the maximum number of units it can supply. Every level of rail hub increases that by 10. So this is a level 2 rail hub, therefore the supply hub can feed 20. Oh, it's 10 plus 5. Okay. Thanks, Poe. Yoink! Calyx Primal coming in with a 35-month resubscription. You are so close to the 3-year resubscription. But thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Calyx Primal. Why did that not appear in my activity feed? That's weird. Communist France has capitulated. Wilhelm II has announced the cowardly Communard nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of German forces throughout the country. Alright, so there goes France. Helvetic Commune's already gone. Then it's just going to be Italy, and then basically Britain stands alone again. And all of the German Imperial forces are now going to flood over to the Russian side. Although, is Austria in this war? I don't think so. Yes, they are.